So direct-to-vendor marketing can land you with an £80,000 fine. Well, what's all that about? Well, let's just explain what direct-to-vendor marketing is. What we're talking about is sending letters to property owners and basically saying, hey, do you want to sell your home? And if they respond, then you have a conversation with them and you don't deal with estate agents, you deal directly with the vendor. But one unlucky soul has been fined £80,000 for this. To discuss this story, I'm joined as always by Andrew Roberts. Hi, Andrew.
Hello, Ranjan. Wow. Who can afford an £80,000 fine for sending out letters? It's more than the cost of the stamp.
It's it's more than the cost of the property, particularly if you're doing that in Hull. But what's the detail of this story, Andrew?
Well, what's happened is a particular property company was sending out letters, as we've heard many different organisations encourage people to do. And they've been writing to homeowners saying, we would like to buy your home, we've got cash, we can pay you now. Unfortunately, the Advertising Standards Agency received a complaint. And what they found was actually these letters are not letters, they're actually marketing. And as such, it should be made clear that this is advertising material and not a letter. The second thing that they found was that the company that was doing these direct-to-vendor letters were not actually checking the addresses against the direct mailing lists where people have opted out. And this poor unfortunate soul wrote a letter to somebody who'd opted out and they hadn't checked that database.
Now that guy must really have nothing better to do with his spare time than raise this as a complaint. But essentially, we're not saying that direct-to-vendor marketing can't be done. What we're saying is that certain precautions should be taken to make sure that you're not caught out or unluckily caught out by an absolute busybody. So what are those precautions?
Well, the first thing you should do is subscribe to a direct mailing organisation. That is an organisation that will help you stay on the straight and narrow for direct mail. You should, on all of your letters, make clear this is an advertisement. We've all seen adverts in newspapers and magazines written like an article, but in small print at the top or at the bottom it says this is an advertisement. So you must make sure that you make clear this is an advertisement. And what you must also do is subscribe and look at your list of names and addresses and check it against the mailing preference service to look and exclude.
So are you saying even if you write a letter and it says this is an advertisement, you still have to make sure you don't deliver that advertisement to someone that's on the
mailing preference
list, exclusion list?
That is correct, yes. Otherwise, you are breaching the direct mail rules.
£80,000 fine. This also applies to texts, apparently, as well, doesn't it?
It does.
Unsolicited texts.
Texts and emails, all of them.
So, but the rules are different for businesses because there is a sort of a legitimate interest type of phraseology that they use. So if you're, say, doing a direct-to-vendor for, say, a commercial property or doing it with a landlord who's a limited company, then that's different.
It is different if it's a limited company and it is direct and there is genuine benefit to the other party. So you must make sure there is genuine benefit to the other party as well as your business and you have a bona fide reason for reaching out.
We'll get back to the video in just a moment. What is the most exciting opportunity in property right now? And that is repurposing defunct commercial buildings to residential use. Now, most people don't really know where to start, what to look for and how to exploit these opportunities. And that's why I've prepared 90 minutes of free training for you to get you started on this wonderful journey. You can register for this free training at property-workshop.com. Join me on that free training and I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of the video. So in some ways, it's rather sad that it comes to this. I mean, someone receives a letter at their home and they can complain and get charged £80,000 if people haven't gone through the right steps. But then people get £80 fixed penalty notice for being at a party in Downing Street in the middle of COVID.
Well, it's relevance and quantum is what I think. I mean, the quantum of that is certainly not appropriate, and the relevance of it. But at the end of the day, the rules are the rules, and we should comply. We're running proper businesses here, so
Absolutely.
do things correctly.
And it's easy, isn't it? I mean, your letter just has to have the word, this is an advertisement, on the top. Check who you're sending it to, that they're not on the opt-out list. And also, if it's a company, then it's legitimate interest, that's fine. And it's a similar thing with texting. You can't go texting and ringing people cold.
Correct. So, and for the poor individual, he decided to retire from the industry as a result of this unfortunate mishap. Or was it really unfortunate? Was it just carelessness?
This particular story was about a company that went around sending these mail shots by the hundreds of thousands, really, to people looking for motivated sellers. There's nothing wrong in doing that. You just got to do it dotting all the I's and crossing all the T's.
Absolutely. And if you're looking to do things right, there are some videos on this channel. Make sure you smash that subscribe, hit the like button, and follow those other videos.
That's it for this video. If you want to catch Andrew and myself live, you can do so at the next Baker Street Property Meet, the largest property investors networking event in the UK. For details of our next meetup, visit bakerstreetpropertymeet.com. Details on the bottom of your screen. See you guys in the next video.
You live in the USA.
I do live in the
You're over
USA.
here on business.
Yes, I am.
And you've made a special trip to come here to the Baker Street Property Meet.
The quality of people here is better than quite a lot of the other meets.
Come all the way from California, and it's one of the reasons why I'm here, to meet like-minded people, other investors, build my network, and continue learning and growing in the property industry.
I found it's quite informative, and I can meet a lot of amazing people, so I keep coming.
Great knowledge in a great environment with like-minded individuals.
Brilliant!